In this video, we'll be taking a look at two NBA games happening on April 17, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 4 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 2 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Brooklyn Nets versus Philadelphia 76ers. On Monday night, the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia 76ers clash in Game 2 of the first round in the Eastern Conference playoffs. The 76ers took care of business in Game 1, a 121-101 win. The Nets will look to even up the series in the second game at the Wells Fargo Center. The Brooklyn Nets will be going back to the drawing board after getting blown out by the 76ers in a 121-101 road loss in Game 1. Mikal Bridges led the way with 30 points on 12 of 18 shooting. Cam Johnson added 18 points on 7 of 11 shooting, while Spencer Dinwiddie chipped in with 14 points and 7 assists. As a team, the Nets shot 55% from the field and 13 of 29 from the three-point line, but they struggled to contain the 76ers and were always fighting an uphill battle after allowing 67 points in the first half. The Nets constantly shot themselves in the foot with 19 turnovers, and they trailed in this one by as many as 25 points at one stage. Meanwhile, the Philadelphia 76ers will have their eyes on going up 2-0 in the series after taking care of business in Game 1 on Saturday. Joel Embiid led the way with 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. James Harden tallied 23 points with 13 assists, while Tobias Harris chipped in with 21 points on 9 of 14 shooting. As a team, the 76ers shot 47% from the field and a sizzling 21 of 43 from the three-point line, as they jumped all over the Nets from the start and were always in control after pouring in 37 points in the second quarter. D'Anthony Melton had a quiet game of just 6 points on 2 of 9 shooting off the bench, but the 76ers had a total of 5 players finish in double figures in scoring. Looking at the betting trends, the Nets are 7-3 against the spread in their last 10 road games, 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games against a team with a winning record, and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 conference quarterfinals games. The 76ers are 25-12 against the spread in their last 37 home games, and 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 conference quarterfinals games. Head-to-head, the over is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Nets are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Brooklyn Nets kept it close early, but could never really challenge the 76ers, losing all 4 quarters in the series opener. Mikal Bridges had a strong game, scoring 30 points in what is a new role for him. Brooklyn turned the ball over twice as many times as the 76ers in the loss. Given they are the lesser talented team, that is something they need to clean up if they want to bridge the gap in Game 2. Philadelphia was able to win by 20, even though they did not really get great performances from their stars. Joel Embiid scored just 26 points, and James Harden made 7 three-pointers while shooting just 1 for 8 from inside the arc. It was nice that the game's score enabled Philadelphia to use its whole roster. They are not going to go that deep regularly, and I like that they flashed some depth on the wing. The 76ers were favored in Game 1 and won big, so it is not surprising to see that the spread for Game 2 is even bigger. It's hard to see how the Nets are going to attack the 76ers any differently outside of hitting more outside shots. Even if they clean things up a little, the 76ers look very strong to keep winning. I still believe this line is a bit disrespectful toward the Brooklyn Nets, a team with capable players who can steal a win or 2 if playing to their full ability. However, Game 1 wasn't encouraging, considering the Nets shot over 55% from the field and 45% from 3, and still lost by 20 points. Yes, the Nets could clean up the 19 turnovers and defend the 3 better, but that margin of loss with their impressive shooting doesn't bode well moving forward. Backing double-digit favorites feels weird in the playoffs, but until we see more from the Nets beyond Bridges, there is not much to build a case on for Brooklyn. So the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. With Philadelphia scoring 121 points in the win, the series opening game went over the total. As a result, we are seeing a 1-point uptick in the game total for Game 2. With that over, we have seen 4 overs in 5 games between these teams this season. The move makes sense, but it is not enough to move me off another over. If you take out the lone under, the 76ers have scored at least 115 points in all of the other games between these teams. If they can get there in this one, we should get an over without having to worry about teams looking to extend the game late, because that is not likely to be the case. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Golden State Warriors vs. Sacramento Kings. Western Conference first-round playoffs continue as the Sacramento Kings host the Golden State Warriors for Game 2 of their series. The Kings were lifted by a strong performance from De'Aaron Fox in Game 1 and will look to sweep the first 2 at home. Golden State lost just their 4th in Game 1 scenarios for Warriors coach Steve Kerr. The Golden State Warriors will be eager to bounce back and square up the series after falling painfully short to the Kings in a 126-123 loss in Game 1 on Saturday. Stephen Curry led the way with 30 points on 11 of 20 shooting. Klay Thompson added 21 points with 6 rebounds and 5 assists, while Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole scored 17 points apiece. As a team, the Warriors shot 47% from the field and 16 of 50 from the three-point line as they went back and forth with the Kings in a close contest, until the Kings went on a pivotal 11-4 run to pull away and snatch the game away in a thriller. Draymond Green had a mixed performance as he grabbed 9 rebounds with 11 assists, but shot just 1 of 5 to finish with 4 points, while Jordan Poole interestingly played just 22 minutes off the bench. Meanwhile, the Sacramento Kings will have their eyes on going up 2-0 in the series after outlasting the Warriors in a thriller on Saturday. De'Aaron Fox led the way with a game-high 38 points and 5 assists on 13 of 27 shooting. Malik Monk added 32 points off the bench, while Domantas Sabonis tallied 12 points with 16 rebounds and 3 steals. As a team, the Kings shot 44% from the field and 12 of 32 from the three-point line as they stayed in the fight with the Warriors in a close contest, until they were able to pull away late in the fourth quarter thanks to a flurry from Fox, who was the best player on the court that night. Looking at the betting trends, the Warriors are 15-35 to 1 against the spread in their last 51 road games and 32-15 against the spread in their last 47 conference quarterfinals games. The Kings are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing road record. Head-to-head, the under is 3-1 in the last 5 meetings in Sacramento, and the Warriors are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall. The Warriors could be shorthanded for this one as Jordan Poole is listed as questionable, while the Kings are coming into this one with the same lineup. The Warriors will be kicking themselves after they missed on an opportunity to steal home court advantage on Saturday, but they won't be panicking, not with the experience they have. Yes, they could be missing Poole in this one, but I don't see the Warriors missing out for the second straight game if this one goes down to the wire. The Warriors missed 34 threes in Game 1 and were still in the game until the very last possessions. Despite the loss, there were definitely some positives to take away, the biggest one being the play of Andrew Wiggins. After more than 2 months of no basketball, Wiggins came off the bench and scored 17 points. His three-point shot was off, but that is to be expected after so much time off. Wiggins also blocked 4 shots. Moving forward, his contribution could be key for Golden State as they'll have to outscore the Kings to win this series. Saturday's loss was only the 5th in 19 visits to the Golden One Center, and with 8 wins in the last 10 meetings, the Warriors will head into Game 2 knowing they cannot afford to go down 2-0 in this series. Game 1 was a typical Kings game. After scoring just 9 points through the first 24 minutes of play, De'Aaron Fox upped his level of play in the second half, scoring 29 and capping off his playoff debut with a victory. It wasn't just him though. Malik Monk was the unsung hero off the bench with 32 points scored, including 14 of 14 free throws converted. Domantas Sabonis didn't have the best of shooting nights, but he still finished with a double-double of 12 points and 16 rebounds. The energy in the Kings arena was electric in their first postseason game in 17 years. With all the emotions now out of the way, they can focus on playing their game against a much more decorated opponent. The Warriors have the championship pedigree and are no strangers to getting knocked in the mouth for Game 1. The Kings have done what they set out to do this season, and that's been to make the postseason. That said, even with a stellar performance, points from a few key guys in Sacramento, the Kings just barely pulled away late. I believe that the Warriors bounce back and square up the series behind a big game from Curry. Game 2 will be a character test for the Warriors. This group has over 100 playoff games together. I don't think they started off a series by going down 2-0 since their first title run. I'm counting on their experience to show here. Look for the Warriors to tie the series here as their role players shoulder a bigger load. So the Golden State Warriors money line is our full game side pick. You have the top 2 scoring teams in the NBA and neither really worries too much about defense, and that should lead to another high-scoring affair. I don't think we'll see 249 points like we did in Game 1, but there will be enough offense to just barely push the score past the total number. The over is 7-1 in the Warriors' last 8 conference quarterfinals games. Also, the over is 24-10-1 in the Kings' last 35 home games versus a team with a losing road record. This is going to be a high-scoring series, no matter how you slice it. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.